Here we go.
What's up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of Nerdy Entertainment Syndicate, the podcast edition. What's happening, guys? What's happening, Los?
Not much, man. Just happy to start recording again. It's been busy, chaotic few weeks. You're still in finals, and I just had my first trimester test, which I passed, and just relieved.
Congrats.
Feel like I can do stuff now.
Yeah, same here. We've finished with finals and just waiting on results. And you know what? I'm sorry. I can't do the show no more. If it's not going to be done right, if we can't produce it right, and I don't think I can do this. I'm gonna have to
Step down.
I'm gonna have to step down. So we can.
No. Well, I guess I'm by myself, guys. So now let's take this. Let's take this a little bit less awkward and get very serious. So now that Drew is out, I can really tell you what I feel about him. He smells like milk duds.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I'm back. I guess I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see what's up.
Hey guys, welcome back.
You know what? No, I can't. I don't know if I can do this. I thought we could. I thought we can give it a shot, get the show right, get things going, but I just can't. I can't do this. I have to walk away.
He's a quitter, guys. What can I say?
Seriously, though, this DC universe is driving me nuts.
Yeah, especially with the directors, you get happy. You remember we were talking about? You get
Flash
excited.
has lost 3 or 4 sets of directors.
Batman has lost 2 or 3.
Batman lost Ben Affleck. Then there's a big old
Matt
talk
Reeves.
about getting Matt Reeves, and then he's in negotiations, and he's their number one guy,
And then it breaks down.
and then he had to step away from negotiations. It's like,
But Matt Reeves was
come
it's
on.
because he was working on what was he working on? I heard it was because he was working on something big.
I don't know. I heard during negotiations, basically the remark was he's had to step away from negotiations. That was kind of like the weirdest thing to say, as opposed to like, oh, it's not going to work out, we had to go a different direction or something. But the fact that they said he had to step away means maybe they were butting heads, they weren't agreeing on stuff, and
And he
They
just
weren't-
didn't
it's
see.
just like
he
it
didn't
wasn't-
see something like he can just work with. And he's like,
yeah,
I'm
it's
done.
like it sounds that just sounded negative to me.
God, doesn't that just kill you?
It kills me, dude. Seriously.
You know what sucks? We rewind 6 months ago. We were excited for this Batman movie, and now the feeling is, do I even want this now?
It's just like, that's fine.
Do I want this? On his
It's
own, like,
fine.
do I want this?
He's gonna be in. He's gonna make a cameo in Wonder Woman. He'll be in Justice
Do
League.
we need a
and
Batman movie since he's gonna be in everything else?
A solo Batman movie? Not if it's going this route. Not if they're doing it this way.
They need to stop making this public. Remember we talked about that last podcast? They need to stop. It's horrible. Honestly, if we're saying this and there's fans that aren't as hardcore, what are they thinking? This is gonna be garbage. Honestly, let's be straight up honest.
Yeah, the people that barely follow this kind of news, they hear this stuff whenever it pops up, entertainment reports or whatever. It's like, they see no. They don't have the hopes that we do for it.
No, and if they don't have the hopes we do, it's like they're gonna give up on it way before we did. You know.
It's just they're gonna lose interest. But how can they make such a good Lego Batman movie, and they can't get it together to make a regular Batman movie? I've seen this twice already. Have you seen it yet?
No, not yet.
I saw it twice.
My daughter saw it though. She liked it.
It's a good movie. It's funny. It is very aimed towards kids, but it has.
It's funny because I had the girl at the comic book shop say that she says this is the best Batman movie she's ever seen.
I don't know.
That
I go that far. It is.
I'm just saying what she told me. Her interest and what her ideal Batman is could very differ from what
that's
we
true.
like. But either way, she still says she liked it. So I really haven't heard anything too negative from this. And we all know that a lot of people were pretty happy with the cameos Batman did in the first movie, being the boyfriend and
Lego
just
movie.
how
It was
funny he
awesome.
was. Yeah.
But yeah, this movie is hilarious. Like the first half hour, you're laughing nonstop. Then it gets into the story, which is a really good story, and they do play with like Batman canon and stuff. How he in this movie he adopts Robin to become, or Dick Grayson to become Robin.
Mm-hmm.
But just even the relationship between him and Joker, which is a big part of the movie, is like it's that's kind of perfect.
So was it very natural? Like, yeah, like you can see it.
Yeah,
They're playing off of each other.
the movie was great. I highly recommend that you do go see it. It's hilarious. It's got billions of Easter eggs and inside jokes that are like for diehard fans like us too. It's freaking awesome.
That's
It's a
good.
great movie.
So that's cool. But you know what? All right. So this is the thing. Like you said, Batman has had directors come and go, just like with a lot of DC movies. So let's steer away from that bad news. Let's just not dwell too much into it. So that's there. You guys know Matt Reeves is out. They don't know who's gonna step up right now. There's no talks, and I don't want to know anymore. They should stop with that and just announce we have someone, and this is it, and we're gonna start filming because they're set to start filming supposedly this year.
They were supposed to, yeah, spring or early coming up soon.
Mm-hmm. So let's move on to we can do Aquaman, which will supposedly start in May.
Aquaman is probably the only, well, aside from Wonder Woman, the only good news
Right.
from here forward that DC has right now.
And
as far as the universe,
Black
the universe.
Manta supposedly confirmed, and
We have an actor for Black Manta,
what's that other guy? God, I always forget. The one with the
Patrick
helmet.
Wilson.
Uh-huh.
His character, what was it? I'm thinking of it too. That's not his brother, is it? Black Manta is
Black Manta's not his brother.
Aquaman's brother.
Black
He's
Manta hates Aquaman because for what he is. Black
Ocean
Manta,
Master.
Yeah, there
Ocean
you go.
Master.
Black Manta is a human.
Yeah, Ocean Master is cast for sure.
So that's pretty cool.
I believe his parents are cast for sure. I think we talked about it
Mhm.
last time. Was the actor who played
from Boba Fett or
Jango Fett
which is
in
Boba
the
Fett
prequels.
because he's a clone.
I think Nicole Kidman is kind of like the last we heard. I haven't officially seen that she's signed the deal and official, but she
having
was the
those two
last.
guys is like, oh, that's awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah,
So-
having those two characters, yeah.
and
for
hopefully
sure.
they're not killed off, kind of like in the Marvel universe, like one and done. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully they stick around like Loki has stuck around
Mhm.
in the Marvel universe, and that like they make good characters out
Yes.
of these. Like,
So starting May, so that cool. I'm happy.
Which is-
continue.
I'm so bummed out about my freaking finals and stuff too, because I spent all weekend studying. Jason Momoa was at the Long Beach Comic Expo this past weekend. He was there doing like a signing and pictures and stuff. And actually, the night before or 2 nights, whatever, or the week before,
Uh-huh.
Grammy night. You know how Metallica played the Grammys?
Mhm.
They had like an after show at the Palladium. Jason from work, Mako,
Yeah.
he was at that show.
Like who's that guy?
Yeah, and he sent me pictures of freaking Momoa.
Oh,
was
that's
there.
right. It's like Jason fucking Momoa.
Yeah, you saw those? Yeah, yeah. I was
Ah.
like, damn it, we could have hung out with Momoa.
Yeah.
I could have met him, got a picture with him, signed too.
Geeked out.
At
So that's
the
good.
Convention.
Good
So
signs. And then you were saying that Wonder Woman, she's on the cover of Esquire, or
I think it was yesterday or the day before. A new image of
Entertainment?
Wonder Woman came out. Esquire, Empire magazine.
Empire.
It's a British
which gets all,
entertainment
they
magazine.
get all the great leaks and first looks on everything. So
yeah, they're not like a tabloid stuff, but they have behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
They had like a behind the scenes picture, a new image
it
of
almost
Wonder
seems
Woman.
like any good sci-fi film, any superhero film has to do with their little thing with Empire. We always say great pictures from like every past comic book movie. They've
And
always made a cameo
especially
on
their
Empire.
covers. They come out like two or more different covers
And they're
per
amazing.
like
They're
each
really
one.
good.
Yeah, like they just released 2 Wonder Woman image covers,
Mhm.
and they look awesome. Like I wanted to look for one of these and buy one.
And you were stating that some fans have early views of this movie.
Yeah, just a few days ago, Wonder Woman had a screening. I don't know if it was a fan screening or I don't think it was like a studio hit type screening, because I saw fans with pictures of director Patty Jenkins, and like Zack Snyder was there too.
Now, has there any reviews, any leak? People
I haven't seen anything that anybody has said about the movie other
probably
than
like
like
that confidentiality thing. So they can't critique it because it's just for the fans. That's
Yeah.
probably why. All right, you're right. Oh, that's cool. That's
But
good for them.
Wait, when what comes out in June, I think.
Mhm.
That one I'm like still so excited for.
Speaking of which, talking about stuff like that, Logan is been getting some good reviews from critics all around, saying this is Hugh Jackman's. Unfortunately, it's his last role as Wolverine, but they're saying it's the best,
He's the best.
the best Wolverine he's gonna be, and it's taken who knows how many movies. Although the last movie, the samurai one,
The Wolverine.
I liked that. It was pretty good.
I enjoyed it more than Origins.
Oh, let's I don't know what is that movie you're talking about?
Origins, let me explain to you. Back in
No,
2000
that did not
and-
exist. No. But anyways,
you know what? Deadpool was in that too.
oh
Let me
god,
explain.
no.
Let me explain. From the
So-
beginning.
So anyways,
His brothers with Saberwolf. Let me explain.
that's good. So like, and there's been confirmed there's gonna be an end credit scene.
Yeah.
So that's
That
cool.
actually, like, studio heads have seen this movie and like the ratings and stuff and critics, so that's where they're getting the reviews. But they didn't actually show that. They didn't actually see the end credit scene.
But
So
they're
what
just
we're-
saying there is gonna be an end
What
credit
we're
scene.
finding out now is like there is an end credit scene, but nobody has seen it yet. It wasn't screened for the critics and
I
stuff.
can only imagine imagine surprise his
Deadpool.
Infinity War.
It's Deadpool.
Or Deadpool.
It's Deadpool. I think it's Deadpool.
I'm pretty
That's my
because all those secret hints Ryan Reynolds has been setting up,
all the
taking pictures with him and everything.
begging him to come back. If anything, that's cool. Just a little end credit scene and
Mhm.
like his last goodbye is like a fun something with
Yeah,
Deadpool.
because even Hugh Jackman has come forward. He's like he is all for recasting of Wolverine right now. He's done a decade as Wolverine, and
Did you hear who was his pick for? Tom Hardy. I can see it. I've actually seen mock-ups of like that artist Boss Logic.
Yeah,
He's
pull
done
that
like
up.
those mock-ups
Pull-
of
Green Lantern. all
Tom
those,
Hardy
yeah.
as Wolverine, and it looks really cool.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so that's cool. His little blessing. But I can't wait for that to come out. And it's what 2 weeks?
That's 2
That's next
weeks
week.
now. We got our tickets. We got our
Is it next week? No, in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
March 3rd or 2nd for us because we got the screening. So we can't wait for that. Have you heard anything on that Kickstarter for a Hook prequel?
I just heard something like about it real quick for what's his name? For just it's gonna be like a Rufio
Correct. 'Cause
Rufio prequel.
The actor who's played Rufio, who just started his own, Kickstarter fund just to do the prequel. But
He wants a job.
I don't think he wants to play in it. I think he just wants to have it because it's pretty much one of his biggest roles he's had. He's had TV cameos here and there, but nothing pretty much else. But it was a fun movie. He was a fun character.
It was. I think it is again with what's really big now is the nostalgia of everything.
This is our era. This is the Hook movie. That's our era.
So I think he's kind of like wants to, gain off of that nostalgia.
Mhm.
Like, people do love the Hook movie.
Mhm.
It is a cool movie. It was like having Rufio was like an original character at the time, and
Yeah, and
like,
the
really
chant was
exciting.
Cool. We can't lie
and-
about that. Rufio, Rufio,
Yeah.
Rufio.
So I think he's just kind of playing up to the nostalgia of it. Like I honestly was like, I can live without a Rufio prequel.
Likewise, but it was like just to have the thought of it. I was like, oh, if it comes out, I'd see it.
Good for him. If it gets done, if it gets funded, good for him. That's cool.
Mhm.
But doesn't tickle my fancy.
Did you find the picture?
Still just looking through tags.
All right, and I guess we'll continue with rumors for Kerry Washington. Rumors supposedly that she's going to be playing Domino.
I saw that for like one day and then nothing about it after that.
I guess she I haven't read the comment, but she's already made a comment on it, so I got to look
Did she?
that later, today. But cool. I mean, Domino is just an assassin, just like Deadpool, not with the re-healing powers like he does, but pretty cool.
I saw that Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington.
And I was like, well, I like her. She's a good actress, but I don't know if she can pull off the physicality of a character like this.
No.
I'm sure with training and stuff, she can do it, but at the same time, thinking back to Olivia Munn with Psylocke,
Yeah.
seeing her behind the scenes stuff, like she would put on Instagram, it's like cool. Like when she's training, it looked really cool. But in the movie, she didn't really pay off because
Because they didn't utilize her.
they didn't use her that well.
No.
So I was like, I kind of hope if she is cast in this, Kerry Washington is cast as Domino, she does go through the training and everything. They don't kind of ruin it like they did with Psylocke. And,
Yeah. I hear you.
But I mean,
It just
they're called
rumors.
actors for a reason.
And
So they
not
can,
only that, and it's just rumors. How fan
Yeah.
people like to throw out their opinion, who they want to play what. But you just showed me that picture of Dan Hardy. That looks really great, man.
He looks really good, huh?
Yeah. I like that old school Wolverine yellow jacket, no sleeves. That looked pretty cool.
So if you guys just Google Tom Hardy Wolverine, you'll see that like the mock-ups and artist renderings of him as Wolverine looks pretty badass.
Have you heard this rumor about Mel Gibson for Suicide Squad 2?
I did. Yeah, this was around a few days ago. And like he confirmed that that he is in kind of talks with them, or they approached him for.
Let me tell you that I'm excited for that. He's a great director. He's a great, phenomenal director.
Yeah.
And dealing with battle scenes, that's him, dude.
He's with what he did with,
and he's a great actor too. I don't know what people forget, but he's still a great actor too.
Yeah, he can pull off action movie, and it's, I guess I could see him doing it because he could give it that dark,
because he's done a
serious tone,
noir style with the Payback.
Yeah.
So I can see him pulling this off, honestly.
So,
and it's something I've never thought about, or that I wanted. But now I'm asking for it. I want this. I want a Suicide Squad 2 with Mel Gibson.
over the last year or so, what was that? He came out with Hacksaw Ridge a few months ago.
I haven't seen it.
Which I'm hearing is an amazing movie. It's up for an Oscar. And Andrew Garfield is nominated for an Oscar for his performance in that. And the trailer looked really good. But just like he's making his resurgence, Mel Gibson's coming back. Is like, okay, I guess Hollywood's forgiven him for whatever he had done.
I've never had a problem with what he's done.
I don't even remember what it was that happened.
It was like anti-Semitic
stuff.
He had problems with alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
And
people
say horrible things when they're battling demons.
Alcohol. There's nothing that good ever comes with alcohol.
But good times. No, but he's battling his own demons, and he was blacklisted. So but either way, he's back, and I really want this. I don't know about you, but I really this really that actually intrigues me or gets me more, because at first, actually, just before Suicide Squad came out, they was kind of announced that there is going to be a Suicide Squad 2, and it's going to be rated R, and David Ayer is going to be back to direct it. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it was the whole fiasco of this movie not living up to the standards or up to par and critical acclaim. I guess they kind of like
backed off away from it.
David Ayer was like, well, okay, we'll find somebody else. We'll give you something else. We'll give you that Gotham City Siren project or whatever. But I'm hopeful for that, because that means it'll be a different writer for this movie. Because David Ayer wrote and directed Suicide Squad.
Right.
They could have found somebody else to write the story, because the story wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
Granted, it was a fun movie. It was cool. I liked the characters. He did a good job portraying some of those characters, Harley Quinn and Deadshot. But the story-wise was kind of lacking. So hopefully they do find, if they, any other director that gets attached to this, have a good writer attached to it. Because the director is putting up on screen what's written down on the page, basically. So that's good news.
And I can see him taking it to that serious role.
I could see him giving
Very
it
greedy.
a darker tone, and darker than what was
correct.
BBS even.
I'm okay with this, because this is Suicide Squad. That's who they are.
Yeah, these are a group of bad guys fighting badder guys.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
Which is they even in the Lego movie they make fun of that too.
Oh, awesome. I need to watch this.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Also, sorry we're rushing this. I got some things to do, but Avengers behind the scenes that we've seen,
That was super cool, dude.
It was pretty awesome.
I saw it like 5 minutes after it went up. I was like blown away and so excited to see that.
We got Tony Stark, we have Star-Lord, and we have Spider-Man.
They're on the set like some alien. What looks to be from like the Tony dream sequence in Civil War, like that little alien.
The steps
and stuff. It looks like they're on that type of set, like green screen all around, and they're kind of just talking about the making of the movie, and they're excited to be there, and this whole new step and all coming together.
And they truly look excited. They're like just in the moment, and it's just awesome showing all the. And it was all like teaser, I guess you can call it, behind the scenes teasers.
Yeah, just behind the scenes
explosions
stuff.
And
the directors talking about it, what their influences, like the Thanos and Infinity War storyline, and there was some concept art on there too, There was one with the Rocket Raccoon fighting next to Thor.
Yeah.
Then even Thor looks like he has his new. I don't know if you've seen in the comic. He has like that axe, almost like a battle axe.
Yeah.
That's like what he's holding in that concept art, as opposed to Mjolnir.
It's because he doesn't become worthy of Mjolnir, and he has to go. He's because before he gets the hammer, he has that battle axe, and that's what he carries.
So that's a lesser weapon, I guess.
Yes, but it's still a strong weapon. But
Mhm.
it's what he wielded before he was he was a chosen one.
What was he fighting with? Was he fighting with something? Was that who he was fighting with in the first Thor movie before he got?
I think so.
I don't remember. I have to go back and check it out. But yeah, that was so cool seeing that behind the scenes stuff, and it's like legit now. They're all together. They're filming.
This is happening.
Did you see that other one that Robert Downey Jr. put up? Because he did like a Facebook Live thing.
No.
He's like, you could see the set behind him.
Uh-huh.
He's sitting at one of those chairs,
Uh-huh.
like in their Facebook Live, and somebody's filming him and like asking questions from Facebook and
Uh-huh.
stuff. And it's obviously Peter Parker's voice. He's like, oh, it's my cameraman. He's filming me, blah blah. And then the directors come like, hey, Robert, we should be on set. You know, we're starting seeing something in 5 minutes. You should be over there. Hey, isn't that our cameraman? Like, well, what's he doing here? Oh no, yeah, he's just kind of
Helping me out
with this Facebook thing. And they're like, all right,
They just love to have fun, man.
yeah,
That's
they're
awesome.
really good time with that. And they take off, and they're like, okay, well, gotta get back to set. And all right, cameraman, you can go ahead and say hi to the Facebook people. And he turns the camera around, and it's Tom Holland. He's got those little mocap dots on his face, and like he was filming the whole time. Goes back to Robert Downey Jr. Then you hear Star-Lord calling out. It's like, hey, what? Shouldn't you be on set right now? And he comes up, it's like, oh, hey, Facebook and stuff, and like they cut it.
Yes.
So they're gonna be
nerdgasm here.
They'll be doing a lot more of that, and it's gonna be a blast. Seeing all this.
They're having. It's good to see people having fun on set.
It's gonna be so cool seeing all these different, seeing like more of the Guardians together with the Avengers and stuff like that.
And I can't wait for Volume 2. It's
That
gonna
looks
be
so
funnier
fun.
than the first one.
That looks
And
so
waiting
fun.
for that soundtrack, just like everybody else. Soundtrack.
Have you caught those? Josh Gad is filming, or I think they're done filming, Murder on the Orient Express, and like Daisy Ridley's in it. It's a big cast of people in it, but Daisy Ridley, Ray from
That's a
Star
book,
Wars,
isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
And Josh Gad, he keeps going on like Instagram or Snapchat or something, like kind of filming Daisy's like in his trailer. It's like kind of this is behind the scenes of our stuff. Hey, so who's the Last Jedi? And like asking Daisy Ridley all this stuff. Like,
Oh, okay.
can you
I've
tell me-
seen it. I haven't. I've seen that link to it. I haven't clicked on it yet.
Yeah, he's got like 3 of those different videos, like kind of like
Trying to get
trapping
it,
her, trying to
yeah.
get info and stuff. The second video has, I think, Judi Dench in it. Like he brings her into the trailer. It's like, and she's like, Josh, no, I don't. You're
I
not
can't-
gonna.
you know
It's
I
like,
can't-
no, it's not me. She's gonna ask you questions, and over to Judi Dench, and she starts asking like, so like, what's your relationship with Kylo and this and that. And then the last one they put up was a couple days ago. I think they're done that movie they were filming, and he brings her over to his place. And she's like, is this another setup? And please I don't want you asking me questions. She's like, no, I'm done with that. Just invited you to hang out, but they're gonna ask you questions. And it's like a line of a bunch of different people. I'm not familiar with all of them, but Chris Pratt was there.
Really?
Chris Pratt, like he didn't even ask anything about it. Like goes to him, he's all, hi, I'm Star-Lord. I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And then Bryce Dallas Howard, the redhead from Jurassic World, is there. She asked
That's
a question.
awesome.
And Penelope Cruz asked a question.
Are you serious?
And then Chris Pratt's like, oh, I can answer that for you. I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy. It comes out whenever he gives us a release date. I'm in the Avengers.
I need to watch this.
They're funny, dude. Just
God,
15, 20 seconds.
Must be nice to be a Hollywood star.
I know, like
Oh, this is my everyday.
we're just hanging out.
This is a Tuesday for
hanging
us.
out with J.J. Abrams, making a little.
It's a Tuesday. Hey Zach, you want to catch? You know what? I'm going to cancel on you today, Zach. I got Josh Reed on the line. Hold on.
Yeah, Sylvester. Oh, that's Arnold on the line.
Yeah.
Those are funny stuff, though. And speaking of Star Wars, the Solo movie, the Han Solo, like prequel movie, started filming a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
Did you see anything about that?
Nothing at all.
The directors released the slate, the camera slate, and the working title of the movie is called Red Cup because of Solo, which I thought was pretty cool. Then earlier today, they released a picture of like the cast inside the Millennium Falcon. So you see the Han Solo guy, you see
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover as Lando. He's got the stash and
Mhm.
it's like, and he's just got that attitude. He's in the picture. He's got that Lando
I need to
attitude.
look that up. Yeah.
Chewie's in there too. Woody Harrelson. There's a lot of cool stuff from all these
Movies. getting
upcoming movies.
made. That's cool. That's a
dropping.
good start. That's a good start.
It's just gonna be awesome
It's gonna be a good year.
till the day we die. With
Yeah.
all these
Our fantasies,
fandoms
yeah,
and stuff coming out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And
amazing.
if it sucks, we'll just wait 3 more years when it recycles.
They'll reboot.
That's pretty much it for movies. Comics, honestly, I haven't read because I've been
Nothing.
and I'm thinking probably the same thing for you.
I've actually the only thing I'm staying current on is like Batman.
Mhm.
That once I get Batman every week, I read that, which has been cool. Again, like the last time we talked about the I Am Bane storyline, he's
Mhm.
come to Gotham to try to get Psycho Pirate, and at the end of it, like the 3 Robins are like hanging from the Batcave.
Yeah.
So it's just a continuation from there. It's been one issue. Walking Dead, I'm keeping current with,
Okay.
and I think that's it.
Cool.
But I did have some time, just like downtime between studying. I just started reading, so I picked up Kingdom Come again, and I read that again. It's like it hit me more the second time reading
Mark
it.
Waid and Alex Ross team up.
That artwork by Alex Ross is
Mm-hmm.
freaking amazing. But that story, just reading it all over again, it's like being able to pay more attention to it this time around, as like more than I did the first time. It's brilliant story.
It is.
It's not totally original. Like there's a little like the element of like that whole Who Watches the Watchmen type of deal, but it was like just amazing to see that future world of the superheroes and how Superman is, disappeared for a while because of what happened. He comes back and he still has that Superman. Basically, who is it? He is like he has to save humanity and the goodness of the world, and these superheroes run amok,
Mm-hmm.
causing damage, and it blew me away even more the second time reading it.
That's
Kingdom
cool.
Come's great.
That's cool. You guys should pick that up.
What else have I? Just I'm so behind on that pull list. I've been keeping pretty current with the Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash, and The Walking Dead. I think those are the 4 that are like the month to month that they come out. I keep current on,
Cool.
but the rest I've fallen behind.
I just have a stack. I spent like $100 on all the stack.
You were behind picking them
A
up.
month, yeah.
Eesh.
So.
What was that? TV? Did you watch?
I haven't seen Legion. No.
I saw the first episode. I'm kind of lukewarm about it right now.
Mhm.
Because it's not like an origin story of this character. Nothing.
Mhm.
It starts with some sort of mystery. He's in this mental asylum and he's getting interrogated or like investigated about some missing girl that was there. It's like, so it's right now is this mystery of this missing
Mhm.
girl. I think we're 2 episodes in
Mhm.
as of now, and I still have a second episode, just haven't watched it.
Cool.
So I don't know. I'll keep watching it, see how that
I
goes.
gotta do that.
Yep.
All right, and that's pretty much it for us today. We're gonna wrap it up.
That'll do it. Yeah, you got some plans. You got to get going.
Yeah, sorry guys, but we're gonna do some little better shows. We swear. Just things were very chaotic with our things that
Work in
for our
school and
future.
life.
And we need to start getting together and design something for our garage and plan where we
Studio.
want to put things at. I really want to start getting moving on that. So
Yeah,
that's my
for sure.
honestly that's my goal for this year, for our podcast that's growing. So do that, and I've already had Priscilla hit me up that she wants to come back to the show,
Sweet.
so we
Awesome.
can have her as a guest first time for when we do finally video.
That'd be
And I
awesome.
told her, and she said she's down. So
Have her come down in her Lara Croft costume.
or Naruto, because she's doing Naruto cosplay for the next one. So
She did. Yeah, I saw her. She did that last time.
no, she's gonna do a new one. I don't know. I forgot who she told me she was gonna do someone.
Sweet.
So, anyways, thanks again, nerds. This is Los.
It's Drew.
It's game over for us. Have a good night. See you next week.
Later.
Yeah. So now.